Yes, sir, Ski. Y'all know the vibe, man. Welcome to D Ward Talk. It's another episode. We outside. Welcome, guys. My name's D Ward, co-founder of Thick and Gen Wealth, man. Welcome to another segment. You feel what I'm saying? And today we're going to be talking about income gaps and asset gaps when it comes to inequality, when it comes to wealth in this country. You feel me? Okay, everybody talking about the wealth gap and how do we actually close it? You feel me? So today we're actually gonna get into that. You feel me? Y'all know me. I don't like wasting no time. We're gonna talk about why this affects us specifically as Black and Brown communities. So let's get into it, man. First and foremost, y'all already know disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research for everything I'm saying. Word is bond. Money mindset moment. Y'all already know, for those who's new to the podcast, the episodes, the D-Word Talk, whatever, a money mindset moment is pretty much our way of giving positive affirmations towards building wealth. You feel me? You got to speak it to make it happen, you are. So boom. The money mindset moment for today is generational wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with mindset. Change how you see money, and you change how your family eats for generations. And that's a fact, bro. Everything with building wealth really starts up here, bro. Everybody thinks everybody got handouts, woo woo. And even if somebody got a handout, you feel me? Let's say somebody got a trust fund for me growing up. Somebody had to grind for that. You feel what I'm saying? So don't let people fool y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of people think you gotta do this and that and the third. You gotta have all this to be wealthy. Nah, bro, you just gotta hustle, have a plan, and stick to the plan. If you gotta adjust, adjust. You feel me? Dogs. But boom, we gonna get into it, man. So boom, what's the wealth inequality? What is this wealth gap everybody talking about? You know what I'm saying? So boom, bro. To me, the wealth gap is a separation between income and assets for different types of communities. You see what I'm saying? A prime example, let's say for a Black or Brown community, say you go to the hood. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from the inner city. Where I was growing up, we didn't own our own businesses. You feel me? Us Jamaicans, you might own a Jamaican spot, but the liquor stores ran by another ethnicity. The grocery stores was ran by other ethnicities. The banks were ran by other ethnicities. We never owned our own stuff. We always went to another person's or another community spot to get what we needed. You feel what I'm saying? In my eyes, that's an asset gap, because we don't have it. We are consumers of the assets. We don't actually own the assets. You feel what I'm saying? And that also ties in to the income gap. And the income gap is pretty much as simple. Who makes the most bread? You see what I'm saying? Y'all can look up at every statistic. Every marginalized community besides the white cis male, we're making way less than what the others is. You feel me? I'm not saying this because the system's rigged and this, that, and the third. I think that ties into it. But I'm also saying that's reality if you just look at the numbers. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the inequality comes into play, because a lot of things happen throughout history when it comes to the Black and Brown community that really didn't allow us to have the same opportunities other communities had to build that income and to build up on the assets. So that's why we always got to go and get other stuff, groceries, hair products, food, liquor, all from other people. We don't own it. We ain't have a lot of opportunities. I think now we do. But we don't get into that in a little bit. You feel what I'm trying to say? It's gonna get spicy today. Where's Bond? I'm sweating. I already got some stuff to say. I'm trying to have y'all hold off so you can watch the whole video. You heard? So boom, bro. That's an income gap and an asset gap. Other people get more assets than us. They own businesses, real estate, stocks, and we don't get none of that. We go to them to try to get the stuff that they own. You feel me? We don't actually go to the source and grab it to own it for future wealth. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. I think that ties in specifically to the top 1% compared to the everyday people. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's always a conversation in the country, bro. Everybody want to talk about the top 1% this, top 1% that, this amount of wealth in real estate and bonds and stocks and all this. They own everything, right? The top 1%, right? But no one really looks into the growth between the top 1% and the bottom. You feel what I'm saying? And I found a statistic that was kind of crazy. It said from 1979 to 2001, the income of the richest 0.01% grew nearly 27 times faster than the income of the bottom 20%. That's crazy, bro. I say from 1979 to 2021, the richest of the rich grew nearly 27 times faster than the income of the bottom 20%. That's That's wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That means we was really the snails in the race, bro. And they was Hussein times 40. You know what I'm saying? They was running laps around us. Not to say that's on us, because, 1979, there's a lot of context behind those years prior to that. You feel what I'm saying? That caused us to be in the predicament we in now. But 27 times faster? That's crazy. I think that stems back to what I previously mentioned with the income gap and the asset gap. If you're running 27 times faster than I'm able to run because I got shackles to my ankles, obviously you don't get to the finish line faster than me. Cause shoot, I got a whole bunch of stuff holding me back. You don't got nothing. And you just got a lot of trainers around you to teach you how to run properly and how to train properly. You probably got a nutritionist. You probably got the best facilities. We ain't got nothing. We got shackles to our ankles as well. So that's even worse. You feel me? I think that's what leads to the asset gap and the income gap. It's not because, we're this or we're that. It's just because of the history and the time, bro. Y'all had more time. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, we got to talk about the systemic barriers that gave y'all that time to get to that point and that held us back as people. First thing, prime example, redlining. For me, everybody likes to talk about redlining, but really don't understand the full context of redlining, right? So I'm going to break it down, bro. Boom. Redlining started in 1933. And it started with the Homeowners Loan Corporation. You see what I'm trying to say? Now, what the HOLC did, the Homeowners Loan Corporation, they created maps. This is during the Great Depression, remember that. So things was wicked. It was wild out here in these streets, for me. So they sat down, they said, all right, bet, bro, we got maps right here, right? They said, all right, bet. What we finna do is we gonna color code this joint. And we gonna color code it green and red. You feel me? I bet. So we gonna put the good areas to invest in green. Feel me? Boom. All right, so this area is good. All right. Yeah, this area is nice too. We're gonna put that in green. All right. I bet. So we got everything in green that we feels good. That's fire. Okay. I bet. I got another idea. We gonna put the wicked areas that's bad for investments, that's bad for business. We're gonna put that in red. Okay, bet. With my red marker. I bet. Oh yeah, that's a hood. Hell no. Okay. Yeah, they got mad drugs over there. Now they got mad other weird people. Now, yeah, put that in red too. All right, boom, done. Right? They took that map, and when they painted out the red, who do y'all think was living in the red at the time? The black community, the Latinx community, the immigrant community, the black and brown community was in those red areas. And those are the same areas they saying, nah, we can't put money in there. That's risky. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. This is 1933, remember, right? Boom. Fast forward. Woo. 1934 comes. And y'all gonna know this name, the FHA, the Federal Housing Authority. Y'all know the FHA loan, 3.5% down. Woo, sounds fire, right? Y'all ever wonder why that thing came about? I got you why. It's because in 1934, the FHA refused to insure mortgages in the red areas. So the families that's in the red areas looking to try to get a mortgage, trying to house hack, trying to burr, trying to do this, that, and the third, they couldn't do it. They couldn't get the bread. So the one thing that makes America America, and that's being able to leverage debt to build wealth, certain communities couldn't do it. They might as well could have went to another country because the American dream's dead for them. They couldn't do it. The American dream is built off of debt, mortgage, equity, assets. It's built off of that, and by using debt to get the assets. And for normal people, they ain't like me. That's not crackheads that be looking at charts and stocks and numbers all day. And they just want to get their little asset and retire with it. The path to that was through a mortgage, through a single family home. And guess what? We couldn't get it. Because they said we can't. We in a red area. And it was the FHA that did that. So now y'all know. Y'all wonder why the FHA is here and why it's meant for marginalized communities. Look what the FHA did back in 1934. They got to put a Band-Aid over their bullet wound. You see what I'm trying to tell you? 1940 through 1960. Even black veterans throughout this period of time who had GI Bill benefits, Supposed to be good. Dandy, you was fought a crazy war. You got wild PTSD. Your homies done died. You probably came back and your wife was cheating on you. You probably came back to some wild stuff, right? You got GI Bill though. You good. But you can't even get a crib, bro. And now that forced you into some more predatory stuff. Now you gotta go do some predatory stuff here because they ain't renting to you. They racist, so they don't want your kind in their apartments. So now you gotta pay some crazy interest rates, do some predatory lending, all types of stuff. But you fought in the war. You fought for this country, but now you can't even get a crib? Come on, bro. Boom. Fast forward. They said, all right, we bugging. My fault. The Fair Housing Act of 1968 passes, which outlaws redlining. And people think it's all fine and dandy. But like we said, the income gap and the asset gap wasn't built in a day. It was built throughout time because other communities had the opportunity and the leverage to utilize the benefit of America when it comes to capturing debt and using it to build assets. We couldn't do that. You feel me? So now the asset gap like this, bro. The income gap's like this, bro. You feel me? But the 1968 Fair Housing Act passed and everyone thinks, all right, y'all good now. Y'all got the same opportunities. No, we don't, bro. We may got it now, and I'm going to get to that. But back then, there's a reason why we 30 steps behind. People want to say, oh, yeah, y'all can do this. Y'all can do that. Yeah, we can do it now, but you got to look at the context, my brother. We couldn't do it for how long? Wow, you could. Even if you was broke, even if your family was broke, you got the programs. You had the resources. You had this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody want to help us, bro. What? Hell no. Let you try to help us. It wouldn't be your ass. What a bro. Here's a prime example, bro. A 10K house bought in the burbs in 1950, right? That joint worth 500 plus today. 500 bands. You got 500 bands? I don't got 500 bands. I got bands, but I don't got 500. Feel me? The families in the red line areas that come from America, the black African American, did not have the chance to do this, bro. They never had it, bro. You feel me? All right, D-Wall, you preaching, D-Wall. All right. We know that, D-Wall. What we got to do? What we got to do to get out of the predicament? I got you, bro. Boom. First, education, bro. And I've been saying it forever. If we taught financial literacy in our school system, bro, everybody will love capitalism. I promise you. Because everyone, the asset gap will go like this, bro. We would have kids owning shares of Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, goddamn Cisco, goddamn Walmart, all these bulletproof stocks. We would have that at a young age, bro. Facts. What? We would have a bunch of kids learning how to house hack in middle school so that way they don't gotta think about, oh, who was me when I graduate high school and not know how to get no money. You feel what I'm saying? Education, bro. They ain't gonna teach that in school because the system is doing what it's supposed to do, what it's built to do, which is keep us as workers. You feel what I'm saying? But what we can do as people of color is use the resources we got, y'all. What do y'all think our ancestors would do with ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok, Claude, Canva even? You feel what I'm saying? Think about what our people would have done with this type of technology. We all have a personal technology that pretty much has a PhD and everything in our pockets, bro. That we can ask questions and interact with, bro. We got to use these resources to educate ourselves. And that's why Wolf and I started what we started, bro, with Think and Gen Wealth and trying to teach and educate y'all through social media platforms. Because we sick of the same excuse. We sick of friends dying. We sick of friends going to jail. Family and friends going to jail and dying. We sick of seeing aunties and uncles on drugs. We sick of seeing all that, bro. Personal and growing up, bro. Come on. I got plenty of people I wish was here. But they not. Because of stuff like this, bro. Education, man. That's where it starts, bro. But that's where we gotta take ownership. We gotta take discipline. Feel me? We gotta do the little things every day. We don't gotta build Rome in a day, but we gotta put a brick down at least. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta put at least one brick down a day. Even if it's 20 minutes. Here's one way I started. I would try to research different financial terms and financial systems for at least 20 minutes a day. At least 20 minutes a day. That's how I started with credit. I was like, damn, I love credit. I want to learn about credit. All right, bet. I'm going to watch a YouTube video. I'm going to look up credit on YouTube, and I'm going to watch at least one video for 20 minutes. And I'm going to take notes during that 20 minutes. And after that, I'm done. I did that every single day, bro. You feel me? It takes discipline, bro, because the information is out there. And not all information is good information. I learned that along the way. I learned from my mistakes. That's why I'm teaching y'all the better. You feel me? But you got to start somewhere, bro. And it's easy as hell now, y'all. It's easy as hell. We have no excuse. We can read books. We can use ChatGPT. We have YouTube. We can listen to podcasts. We got all the stuff in the world. We just got to do it. Boom. Second, ownership, bro. Us people of color is the #1 consumer in the world. For what? Everything is whack. Ain't even quality no more, bro. Back in the day, I could get it. UBS and quality. Them old school Benzos, them old school Beamers. Shoot, even the Pontiacs. Them joints was fire. Quality. Oh, you could, bro, you was a king. Feel me? A queen riding in them joints. Feel me? Now that shit's it's not even it, bro. But we want to own it because we want to look cool, bro. We want to be fashionable. We want to be the consumer. We have to grow out of that, though. Ooh, excuse me, bro. Feel me? And it's not on us, bro, because we trying to catch up. We trying to be with the Joneses because we see all these other communities got a head 400 miles start in front of us. Feel me? So we trying to look like them because now we can. But the thing is, we got to start where they started. And it sucks because we're going to be behind. But hey, imagine if the #1 consumers in the world turn to the #1 owners in the world. Are you serious? Are you serious at things we can do, bro? Ownership, y'all. An easy way to start, dollar cost averaging in the stocks. Boom, you're done. You started off way better than 500 million people already. Remember, y'all, dollar cost averaging is when you buy a little piece of a stock every day. The best app to do this in is in Robinhood because it allows you to dollar cost average every day. You don't know what to buy? Start off with SPY or VOO or VTI. Start off with $5 a day. You can't do $5, do $1. But start off with something. Set it up, auto pay in Robinhood. You can set up automatic investments in Robinhood so you can buy and dollar cost average every single day. You don't even think about it. It comes straight out of your bank account. You feel me? Start with that. Just start there and educate. You feel me? Start with that. It's happening. You ain't got to worry about it. Now let's go learn. You feel me? Let's go learn about these credit systems. Let's go learn about these retirement accounts. Let's go learn about other stocks, how to evaluate stocks. What are evaluation models? How do I look at charts? Go research. Watch our videos. Watch our TikTok. Feel me? But start with something, bro. You just got to start. That's it, bro. That's it. You just got to start. And once you start and you learn, it's all math. It becomes all math because all you need to learn, okay, I get 10% every month. Every year. Okay, boom. How much money do I got to put up to get $1 million by 10% every year? Okay, 20 years? Okay, what if I put up $500 a month? Okay, 10 years? Okay, it all becomes math. But it all started because you started to educate and you built the foundation to just learn. But that's doing a little $1 a day. For me, last solution, access to capital. This is for my entrepreneurs and for those who got an entrepreneurial mindset. Access to capital is credit. The credit system is wild here. Tell me another place where you can get a $500,000 home, but you only pay like 15 down. And they just gave you like $485,000. You feel what I'm saying? No one in this, this is a crazy country. We know that, bro. It's wild out here. People is dying. It's drugs, it's homeless. It's wild, bro. School shootings, it's despicable. You feel me? And that's included in the financial space. Learning the credit game is not that hard, y'all. The only thing you need to remember about the credit game, this is one thing I want y'all to take away and research from this episode. Research 35%, 30%, 15%, 10%, 10%. Research that. That's your homework, bro. That's credit right there. That's literally credit right there. Research those percentages. Go on ChatGPT. What do these percentages mean when it comes to credit? 35%, 30%, 15%, 10%, 10%. What does those mean? It will tell you. And it literally gives you the blueprint on how to build your credit. and how to do it properly and not have to go to these goddamn credit repair people who's charging $500,000 to get one late payment. When you can do it yourself. If you can't do it, you can learn how to build credit responsibly through credit unions, so that way you don't have to go back to getting those late payments again. Feel me? Come on, man. Financial literacy is the foundation, bro. You feel me? This is the foundations. All right? So there's 3 things y'all can take away to build this foundation now, right? Number 1, budget and invest early. Listen, live below your means and budget early. I don't care if you're making $500 a month. Budget that and get into good habits, whether you're young or old, and invest early. Live below your means. Whatever you make above your expenses, invest in the market. VOO, SPY, VTI, QQQ, iBit, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Apple, the Magnificent 7, it's damn near the Magnificent 10 now. Look into these things and invest into them. And do a little $5 a day, $1 a day, whatever you can do, but do it early so that way you can see, damn, this is capitalism. This is compound interest. You got to see it to believe it, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Learn tax advantages. You feel me? This goes into the real estate piece. Research on ChatGPT, how depreciation with real estate works. Not even commercial, residential. Start small. These tax advantages is how you see Trump not paying nothing in taxes. All these rich billionaires, they don't pay nothing in taxes. Why is that? It's because they know the tax code. They ain't really doing the illegal. They just know how to read. You feel me? Learn those same advantages so that way when you get that wealth, you can do the same thing they doing. We can laugh in their faces now. They was laughing at us. It's time to reverse the conversation, you heard? Last but not least, join and build community wealth groups. Credit unions. Don't bank with Bank of America. Don't bank with definitely don't bank with Wells Fargo. Don't get me started, boy. You feel me? Go to the credit union down the block. Go to the DCUs if you live in Massachusetts. DCU is an amazing credit union. Amazing. For me, go to the Metro credit unions down the block. Go to the Alliant credit unions. Go to those. Go to the Apple Federal credit unions. Go to the, what's another one? I like Navy Federal too. They cool. Go to these credit unions, yo. Because these credit unions, they are here for you. They're not there for the shareholders. The Bank of Americas and the JP Morgan, the Chases, the Wells Fargos, they're all publicly traded companies. They're there for the shareholders. They want to make sure their shareholders get their money. They don't care about you. These credit unions are private. They're literally were created for the community. You feel me? These credit unions are gonna rock with you. They're gonna help you build your credit, so that way you can build the leverage that you need to start businesses, or to invest further into your inventory if you have a business already, or to just have access to capital if an opportunity comes up for you. You see what I'm saying? Credit unions. More importantly, our Discord. If you're not on our Discord, you bugging. It's free. And it's not going to be free for long because we only letting 100 people in for free. Y'all want to do that? Type the link in our Instagram bio. You heard? It's free. We give out free money. Free money. Respectfully, I ain't yelling at y'all. I'm just very passionate about this stuff, man. I'm not going to lie, man. Listen, we can do it, y'all. Like, we can dead ass do it. All we got to do is be consistent, support each other, and educate, bro. That's it. That's it. It's not easy, but nothing in life is easy. Living not easy. What? Life is ass. For real, life sucks, bro. But the way we can better ourselves for our future kids, our future nephews and nieces, our future spouses, bro, we have to take that opportunity now, y'all, because guess what? Our ancestors would have did the damn same thing, bro. For me, this is D-Wall Talk. I appreciate y'all coming to my TED Talk. I'm out of here, you heard?